Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, April 14th, 2023. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and you are watching Project Joy Live, your favorite triple shot of good vibes each weekday morning. And I'm excited because Fun Friday means you never know what's going to happen here on the show. And we actually have somebody behind the scenes who's going to come on and say hello to you guys, though it's not morning where he's at in the world. But we're gonna tune in to him and what he's doing here in just a few minutes. I hope you are doing well today. I'm coming on the show a little teary-eyed this morning. I'll be honest with you, and not in a bad way, not in a bad way. Okay. You guys know how I love my reality love stories. Okay. And I have shared before that I love Married at First Sight, and I also love the show Love is Blind. And Love is Blind came out with their final episode late last night, but y'all know that I was sleeping for for season 4. And so I first that's the first thing I did this morning as I went to go turn it on, because I wanted to see the weddings. I wanted to see who said yes, and I was so excited to see that 3 couples said yes. And regardless of what happens at what's going to be the live reunion on Sunday, I just want to say congratulations to Zach and Bliss, Brett and Tiffany, and Kwame and Chelsea. Like, I was crying because it just speaks to how powerful music is, because they can put a sappy song on in the background, and here we are, and I'm so happy for them. So congratulations to those couples. And like I said, even if they are not, if they went through and it didn't work out, I'm so excited for them that they took a chance, because life is short. You're not guaranteed that things are going to always work out. You're not going to be guaranteed that things are always going to be what you expected or picture perfect. But I think it really shows guts and courage to take a chance on love, whether that's love in friendship, love for a business, love in a relationship. I just think that there's so much joy in that. So congratulations to those couples. And to the ones that didn't work out, I hope that you find love. I'm coming out a little sappy this morning, a little sappy. So listen, we gotta to do our final joy in quotes segment this morning. We have a really good quote from Charles Dickens today to talk about regarding joy. And I thought it was a good quote to finish out the week. So we'll be talking about that. Also, I'm going to talk about national days here in just a minute before we bring our guest on. And then, of course, we have birthdays on the end. So please let me know if you're celebrating a birthday today. Okay. All right. Juju was here in the front row. Good morning. It is good to see you. Brittany's here as well. Good to see you. Mandy's here. Good to see you. It is Friday. Yay. And Juju's finding quote. She's like, I don't care what your quote is, Jessica. I found a quote. I love that. I'll definitely go take a look at that here in a little bit. Okay. Sorry, I should have gave us spoiler alert, but I can't wait. I couldn't wait. I've been waiting so long for this. Okay. I feel like I had to wait the whole week. So anyway, sorry, Brittany. Listen, you guys, we're gonna have I think, look, to be fair, I think most of us that watch these shows, we kind of know how it's gonna turn out in the end. Okay. We kind of know how it's gonna turn out. At least I did this time. I totally knew what was gonna happen, but I just needed to see it. I needed to see it. So at any rate, I'm so excited for our guest today, but I want to really quickly go over our national days today, and then we'll take a quick break and bring our guest on. All right. Okay, so national days today, we need to talk about a couple different things. It is National Dolphin Day. I love dolphins. I've actually had the pleasure of being in the water with some porpoises, which are similar to dolphins, and it was a really cool experience in the wild, not in an aquarium, not at a zoo, not at a planned thing. They were just there, and I got to swim in the water with them, and it's a really cool experience. So, it is Dolphin Day, and let me know if you like dolphins. I think dolphins are really symbolistic of play and reminding us of the importance of connection and family. And so, if you love dolphins, I hope you'll find a way to celebrate today. Though it's funny, every time I think of dolphins, I also think of Lisa Frank, who you guys remember her as an artist. Some of us 90s kids remember the really colorful things. And there was always one with a dolphin that I loved. So National Dolphin Day is happening today. It's also National Pecan Day. I love pecans. We had a lot of pecans down south, but you don't see them, the trees, as much here up north, but you can still go buy them, and they're expensive as hell, but they're good. They're good. What else is going on today? It is also National Reach as High as You Can Day today. Reach as high as you can. So go for your goals, go for the things that you want to be successful in your life, and don't let anybody pull you down off your ladder. Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. Follow your dreams anyway. And I'm really excited that our guest that's going to be popping on this morning follows his dreams, and we're going to bring him on in just a minute. So to have more time with him, we're going to take a quick break and come right back with William. So don't go anywhere. Break. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. It is Friday, Fun Friday, April 14th, 2023. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I'm excited to get into coming up our final portion of our Joy in Quotes series. So I'll be pulling that out here for you in just a few minutes. But first, we're going to spend a few minutes with a friend. You may have seen him in our season 6 Breakthroughs Around the World series, coming to us live from Ghana, Africa. He's an entrepreneur, and he has the message that no human is useless. I love that. I love it. So without further ado, let's bring William Plunge onto the show. Welcome. There it is. There it is.
No human is useless.
That's right.
So good to be here.
So good to see you again, my friend. It's been a minute.
Yeah, same here.
I love it. Was it hot? Is it hot there today? Do we have to have a talk about the weather?
Very hot. Very hot. But because I want to show this t-shirt to the viewers, I need to put this on. But yeah. It's damn hot here.
I know. I'm looking behind the scenes. I'm like, what is he doing? He's in the changing. He's changing. That's what he's doing over there. I love it. I love it. Well, listen, you've been on the show before, but for anybody who lives under a rock and has not seen it, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, William.
Okay, so my name is William Planch from Ghana, West Africa, and I'm championing the cause No Human is Useless. And it's purely based on my journey, my life journey. My whole life, I could say 80% has been centered around people trying to push me into uncomfortable situations,
Mm,
or people trying to make me feel bad, or, you know, not see any good in me. But through it all, I've been able to journey through it and then come out to bring out the best in me.
mm,
And I think it's amazing. I'm using this, my personal life story, to change people going through such situations. Like, I've grown to understand that, when you're put into uncomfortable situations, it's for a good cause.
mm.
Because through it all, I've come out being victorious about it. you
Yeah.
know. So I'm just championing this cause to let everybody know that whatever situation they are in, it is meant for a good cause.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And we talk about that on this show often that, when we're going through hard times, it can be challenging to remember that you have a purpose. There's a reason that you're here, that there is joy available to you if you want to tap into that. So I've loved since I met you that our messages are so aligned. And I'm excited because you don't know this, or maybe you do. I don't know, maybe you saw, but right before we came online today, I went and got my sweatshirt and my t-shirt. So I'm just waiting for it now. It says it's going to be here in May. So I may be wearing a sweatshirt when it's 100 degrees out. But I got the t-shirt just in case. Just in
Whoa,
case.
that's a big surprise for me.
So I got my sweatshirt and my t-shirt. I'm so
Thank you
excited.
so
I'm going to
much.
be putting the link. I already put the link in the comments, you guys, for the episode that William was on of the Breakthrough Show. So you guys can go
Mhm.
check that out. But also, I'm going to be putting in there the link to these shirts. Now, tell us about the shirts and why and what it's going towards.
Okay, thank you so much. So, I've grown to have love for kids naturally, and through my journey, I was once a kid and I've grown to this level. I made some mistakes. Some were good, some were also bad. Now, I have been going around to schools in Ghana, to talk to them, inspire them, and let them know that whatever thing they want to be in life, they can really achieve it based on my life situations. Now I've been able to be featured on Times Square billboard and all of those stuff that I never imagined, but it has been possible. So I'm going through schools, to educate these kids that, it's everything is possible. They can do it. I show them my life story. I tell them where I've been through and all of that. And I tell them some mistakes that I made, which I don't want them to go through that same mistakes, so that
Yeah.
they could be a better version of themselves. Now, when I go to them, I found out that these kids lack school uniforms, books, and all those stuff. Now, I'm writing my book, No Human is Useless, basically my whole life story. And I thought it wise that, no, I could do something to help these kids when I visit them in schools,
Mm.
like getting them books, pens, and then some change their uniforms for them. So I brought up this No Human is Useless t-shirts to sell, able to raise capital to just visit these schools and then help them out with books and then uniforms. So they could be a bit comfortable to learn and become better people in life. So that's basically about the t-shirts online.
I love it. I love it. And it's interesting because I really became aware of some of the challenges that we face around the world when it comes to children and their education. When we had Brett Weiss and the Weiss Scholarship Foundation on the show, who helps children over in Kenya, and
Oh,
it's really cool to see all of these little sort of just these hives of energy coming from different people like you and like William that are willing to help our children and who hold the belief that helping just one child has the potential to change the world. You don't know what that child's who they're gonna grow up to be and how they're gonna
true,
change the world. So
true.
you're investing in the future. And so I love that I'm gonna get these shirts. And first of all, they're going to be comfortable because I can tell they look like they're going to be super comfortable. But
Yeah, yeah.
it holds the message that I hold dear to my heart, that no human is useless. Everyone has a story, everyone has a purpose. And that also through buying these shirts, I'm able to help you and your mission and these children. And
Yeah,
it's a win 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 win
yeah,
win
yeah.
win all the way
Win,
around.
win, 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 win.
All we do is win here. William. I want to
I
show
know.
you have something else in the works though as well, and
Yeah,
I'm going to show what I'm talking about here. Tell everybody a little bit about this.
yeah. So this is my coming book, my first book, of course, titled "No Human is Useless," and it's basically my journey through living in the forest, coming out to the city, creating my own business, and then inspiring the world, and then
Mm,
changing lives too as well. So this has my whole story in it.
love
So
it.
it's coming out very soon.
Love it. We're so
Yeah,
excited about that. And here we have a photo of you with some books. You're talking about the books that you're going to be getting for these children. And what
yeah,
is the picture on the right, William? Do you want to share about that?
yeah. So this is a school in Ghana, in the northern part of Ghana. There was um, misunderstanding between two groups in the village.
Mm,
So the kids are not going to school now. So I had a call from somebody who lives there that if I could help with some books. So the picture on my left are some books I've gathered to be sent to them this month. By
mm,
ending of this month, I'll be sending these books to them. But I realized I need to get them pens and all of that, some other stuff to help them, learn more.
yeah.
So, which is also one reason why I'm selling these t-shirts online. So these books and the t-shirt that I'm selling, part of it will be donated to this school in the north in Ghana.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for you. And even Brittany saying that she loves this for you. This is a really amazing cause and thing you're working on. And I'm very excited that, your entire platform is about positivity and that no
yeah,
human is useless, and it's amazing, and you're being honored for that coming up through a nomination. Tell us a little bit about that,
yeah.
William.
Yeah, so I just woke up one day and I had a mail from the organizers of Caribbean Global Awards, and then not knowing, no, this one thing I always tell people, that whatever you're doing, so far as it is genuine, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes people post stuff and then they feel bad when people are not liking, when people are not commenting.
Mm,
But hey, look, I'm telling you that there's somebody somewhere watching whatever thing you're doing.
yeah.
So forget about the likes, forget about the comments that is not coming in. Somebody is definitely watching. So
Yeah.
this is as a result of that. I just had an email, and then not knowing somebody was watching from afar. For how long I can't tell, but then I kept doing this, and then somebody was watching, and this is where I am now, being nominated for an international award, which I least expected.
Mm,
So to your viewers, like, keep doing whatever you're doing. So far as it's positive and genuine and it's not hurting any human being, keep doing it.
yeah.
Somebody's watching.
I love that. I love that. Thank you for that message. I mean, even I'm getting teary over here. I'm crying today. That's all I'm doing today. William is crying because I just there's times when even like I want so badly to make an impact. I want so badly to make a difference in this world. And I think we all have those days, those of us who have that desire. We all have those days where we go, does it really matter though? Like, does anybody hear me? Does it make a difference? And you and your message are reminding us of that. You're reminding me every day that I see your posts that
Yeah,
we can make a difference.
yeah.
Do you have your mug that you can share with
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
William?
So, okay. So I have one mug here. So apparently, this is what I do. I produce these mugs. So as I kept doing it, I realized that no, I can fuse my story into this. People are blank like this. We feel, sometimes we feel we are good for nothing. And this is how people see us. But I believe that everybody has something special hidden inside of them that needs to come out for the world to see. So you see, this mug is black, but then when I pour hot water in it, it reveals a hidden image which is coming out soon. I have my company logo, Mr. Planche Services, on it.
Mm,
So I feel every human being is like this. Sometimes when you're not aware of what you have inside of you, that is where people see you as useless, but there's something special inside of you, and it needs to come out for the world to see. And this is what I'm trying to champion, to bring out all the best things in me to benefit the world. So this is called an invisible mark that I produce. And I can put any image on it, be it your company logo, your face, anything, it's any inscriptions, I can put them on it. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. William, it's so good to talk to you again. Now you got me
Always,
crying again this
always,
morning.
always.
It's so good. Let's get together again soon, and you know I'm rooting for you. I can't wait to get
I
my
know.
shirts. This is what we'll do. When I get my shirts in, I'll plan on having you come on again and we'll wear our shirts together, cuz
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got the black, I got the black sweatshirt and I got the gray t-shirt. So
Okay.
I'll wear the gray t-shirt, you wear the black t-shirt, and we'll, we'll have
I
a
mean,
fashion
I
show. Is
mean,
what we'll do.
I mean
I,
for that.
I love it. I love it. All right, William, thank you so much for what you're doing in the world, and I will catch you next time.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right, you guys. I love catching. Listen, I'm over here I'm having a whole moment. I'm having a whole moment. I put some links down below, you guys, but please, if you want direct links to the mugs or the shirts, or if you want to just connect with William, please let me know, and I'm happy to make that happen. I want to get into our quote today because it's sad to me when I'm having a good connection and a good conversation and we have to say goodbye, which is going into our quote today. Our quote from Charles Dickens is, "The pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again." And the reason I wanted to choose this quote today is because the there is an element to joy that includes some other things. We talk about joy being an action and about how there's work that we can do, work to be done to be joy, to let joy be who we are and not just a thing that we're trying to do and accomplish. I see a lot of things in the chat all the time about just do this, or it's this or it's that. And I really, with this show, am striving to help us be joy. It is who we are. It's a being rather than something that we need to try to achieve, if that makes sense. And so I think about often the things that go into being joy, and one of those things for me is faith. It's about faith in knowing that we are joy, faith in knowing that if things are going really beautifully, like I'm talking about, like you're having a great conversation, you're having a great connection, and now it's time to say goodbye, faith in knowing that you'll be together again, that you'll connect again. It's about faith in knowing that even if the situation didn't go well, if you didn't get along with someone, if you were struggling to find the joy, that it was for a reason, that that's where the joy could come from. And so there's such a huge element of faith for me and joy in and faith for me means a knowing without the need for proof, um and knowing that things are going to be great again. As I have a lot of people that I'm connected with right now who are in a season of grief. And to be very frank with you, I have been through a lot of grief situations in my life, and moving back home to Connecticut, where I had these really deep connections with people, um, who are no longer with us, it has propelled me again into a space of navigating grief. And I hold the belief that those who are no longer with us in human body are still with us in the spirit world. I've had spiritual proof of that in my life. I've been able to connect with those who have passed, and I know that that energy, at minimum, that energy is still with us. In addition, I also have the belief that in spirit, when it's our time to not be here, we will connect again in a new way. I don't know what that looks like per se. I'm not sure that anyone knows exactly what it's going to look like, because I believe that experiences are different. But so even in that, I feel the power of this quote, that the pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again. And it doesn't have to be even a belief of what's going to happen when you pass on as well. It could be as simple as determining a way for you to connect, to meet again here while you're still here, whether that's intuitively or keeping, or even just choosing to keep the memory alive. Because every time you play your song, or wear that one shirt, or go to that place where you spent time together, that is meeting again. It's meeting again, because the joy lives on in the memories and things like that. So I also chose this quote because it's Friday, and obviously we have Saturday and Sunday where we're not together for Project Joy Live. And sometimes I've shared that this show has been a savior to me on times when I maybe am really struggling and didn't want to get out of bed, or was just like really wallowing in whatever I've had going on. And being having committed to this show and going, okay, no, I'm going to get up and do the show, has been a savior for me. It's been incredible, an incredible experience. And so every Friday when I go to finish the show, I think, okay, well, we have to say goodbye, but I'll see you guys again on Monday. And I remember that. And though it's challenging for me sometimes on Fridays to go, well, I have two, there's part sometimes I'm like, I have 2 days off, yay. But for the most part, I'm like, I can't wait to see you guys again on Monday. And so it quickly fades away when I go, okay, but I'm going to see you again on Monday. I'll see you on Monday. Not a big deal, right? It's that faith in knowing that, we'll be here again. So let me know how that quote sits with you. I just really, I feel that. I feel that there's so much in joy that has to do with faith, that knowing that things are working out for our highest good, that we will see each other again, that we have the power within us. We've talked a lot about personal power this week through these quotes. We have the power within us to create that connection of meeting again, even if it's not in the physical. So I love that quote this morning, and I hope that you guys enjoy it as well. Let's see. Susan, hi, good morning. I know you were saying that to William before. Sorry, I'm just catching up with some of the comments. That just filled my spirits. Listen, we're all crying this morning. I'm in some kind of feelings this morning. I'm in some kind of feelings. Thank you. Yes, we carry on the joy. We can choose to. We can choose to. Um, this helps since my ex-husband's death anniversary is on a Sunday. It's tough, Juju. It's tough when it comes up. And I'm sending everybody that's going through a grief experience right now so much love. Even if it's not the grief of a person who has passed on, there's a lot of people right now experiencing an intense grief for a new chapter in their lives. Because even if something good has come, even if you're in a new chapter, you chose to be in a new chapter, you chose to start something new, there is still a grief process that needs to happen for the life that was. Okay. And so that's it, it's a challenge. It just is. It's a part of the human experience, I believe, as well. And so I really just, for anybody that's experiencing that intense grief, whether it's through someone who's passed, or a new part in their life, or an ending of a relationship, sometimes that's really hard too. When a relationship ends and we're all still here, there's not like that boundary, that clear cutoff, right? And so just sending love to anybody that's experiencing that this morning. And I would love for you to just take a breath with me. Let's just take a breath together before we get to birthdays here, you guys, okay? Sometimes it's good to just stop and pause collectively. Just stop and pause collectively and breathe together. And there's so much joy in that as well. So much joy in that as well. We're always crying over here. Okay. That's what we're doing. We're always crying. Thanks for having me. It's always amazing with you. It's always amazing with you, William. You inspire me. And I'm so I know. Everybody's having a moment together this morning. I love it. I'm so I can't speak enough to the intentionality behind surrounding yourself with people who lift you up and to inspire you, because when you're struggling to be inspired by your own self, we're put on this planet for a reason. I don't think we're ever meant to be like to depend on our own. I know there's so much. I'm a huge proponent for personal development, right? Loving yourself and all, all this internal work that we do, but we're put here for other people, with other people, for a reason. We are meant to be corny, finish each other's sentences. We are meant to know each other. We are meant to be each other's keepers. We are meant to do that. And I'm so inspired by you, William, and the other people that we've had on the show. And I continue to just count my blessings with that daily. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I've made some of the best friends of my life. Through this. And the most people that inspire me to be a better person every single day. Okay. No more crying. Let's do birthdays. Okay. All right, you guys. So in the celebrity world, Sarah Michelle Gellar has a birthday today. You probably remember her from a lot of different movies growing up in the 90s. Love Sarah Michelle Gellar. And also Abigail Breslin, actress. Rapper Debrat has a birthday today. Love it. Remember her from back in the day. And I hear she's doing some good things nowadays, so I'll have to check that out as well. Loretta Lynn, country star who passed away in 2022, had a birthday today as well. The celebrities in my life, we have one of my Pokemon friends, Wes Buford, has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Wes. I hope you have an amazing day. Also, my cousin, Nancy Hughes Lynch, has a birthday today. That's sort of a fun story because I was doing genealogy for my family and found her. Living in Florida, we were distant cousins, and so that was sort of a fun thing. Also, Nancy Louise, who has watched the show, and I've had the pleasure of meeting her when I went to North Carolina in person, and so I got a hug from Nancy Louise. She has a birthday today, so happy birthday to her as well. And let's get our birthday song on, you guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sarah Michelle Gellar, Abigail Breslin, Debrat, Loretta Lynn, Wes Buford, Nancy Hughes Lynch, and Nancy Louise. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating today and over the weekend. I will recognize weekend birthdays on Monday. Like I said, I was crying before I came on the show here, so I didn't have time to put my whole birthday list together for the weekend like I usually do. Coming up tonight, you guys, I want to remind you that we have an all new episode of One presented by The Breakthrough Show. One guest, one story, one question. Each week, it's your personal development story time. This week, we have Brunella Costellola talking about cultural heritage and how leaning into that can change the world. It can change the future. So definitely tune into that. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern time, only on the Breakthrough Show Network here. You're going to love it. And also, I would love to have know if you guys watched the last one with my story and what you thought about that as well. So all of that being said, I wish you guys an amazing weekend. Thank you for crying with me this morning. Thank you, William, for coming on and being a guest on the show. I love you all so very much. And I want to remind you over the weekend to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. I'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.